Hey guys, it's Rezz. It might be Wednesday, and this week we are talking about getting started on testosterone. So let's get to it. I want to start off by saying two things. The first thing is you do not have to be on any kind of hormone therapy to be trans enough. There are a crap ton of trans individuals who choose that hormone therapy is not for them, and that's fine. There's going to be people saying, oh, you're not trans enough because you're not on hormones or testosterone or whatever, and you can tell them to shove it. You shouldn't let them dictate your life, because it is exactly that. It is your life, and their opinion should not matter, because it doesn't, because they're crappy people with very little self-worth. Okay? Also, the second thing I want to start off by saying is that this is the way that I got on testosterone. It's kind of the only way that I can talk about, because this is how I personally done it, and I didn't go 4 different ways to get on T. So, yeah, let's get to it. So, the first thing that a lot of you are going to have to do is go and have X amount of therapy sessions with some kind of counselor who knows what the heck they're talking about and knows how to write a letter to get you on T. This is the route that I started on, but I went to a therapist, and she was very kind and was very blunt with me, and was just like, this isn't my area of expertise, and I don't know if I can help you as much as another person would. So I had to go to another therapist, and I went to 3 or 4 sessions with this therapist and didn't really like her. I don't want to get into why, but after that I decided that I have spent too many hundreds of dollars getting absolutely nowhere. So luckily for me, about 3 hours from my home, there is a free clinic that is run by medical students for the LGBT community, and you can get on T or hormones there it's just informed consent, basically. So I had that option. Also, if there is a Planned Parenthood near you, a lot of Planned Parenthood clinics offer hormone therapy by informed consent. That's the route I took because I didn't want to spend even more hundreds of dollars on a therapist and trying to find new ones, because there's not really any gender therapist here in my area. Bypassing all of the therapy sessions, getting on T was relatively easy for me. I'm not sure how informed consent clinics work if you are under 18. Now, I am much older than 18, so all I had to do was go in. They did my blood work really early in the morning. They had the results by later that evening. I went in, they're like, you sure you want to do this? This is all the information. These are all the facts and things that are going to happen to you. Please sign here on the dotted X line 174 times. So, signing my life away, saying that yes, this is what I want and this is what I want to get into, and I'm sure, and blah 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 blah. I walked out with a prescription for T that day. Now I know a lot of other people that do informed consent clinics, it's still like, you get your blood work done, and a couple of weeks later you go to an appointment, and then maybe another couple of weeks later you go to another appointment and get your T. But I didn't have to wait that long, lucky me. Woo! So yeah, blood work and 1 appointment, and I walked out with my prescription for T that day. I literally, in one day, I drove 3 hours away, got my blood work, hung around town, did my appointment, got home around 11:30 or so, and my CVS pharmacy was open till 12, and I had my prescription of tea in hand all in one day, which was pretty awesome. If anybody's in the Georgia, South Carolina area, hit me up. I'll let you know exactly where to go, because there isn't an easier way to do it than that. But I know a lot of guys have to jump through so many hoops, and it really sucks because, you know, I feel like prolonging getting on hormones for people is so stressful. Like the months and months between wanting to start finding therapists and going to therapy sessions and trying to save money for my next therapy sessions, because they were like $130. It just got me lower and lower and lower, and I was just like, I can't take it anymore, you know? It really sucked, and that's horrible. Like, they're just, I know, like, they're trying to be safe and make sure that it's right for you, but at the same time, I feel like they're gouging us for money just because they can. That's the big pharma for you, you know? But, yeah, a lot of people have to jump through a lot more hoops than I did. I know a friend of mine who was actually going to the same therapist as me had the hardest time getting his letter for testosterone, and he told me that he made her, or she made him pay an extra $300 just to write the letter. And I was like, no, that's not right. And then, like, another therapist I talked to was like, no, that's absolutely not right. So if anybody tries to tell you that, that's bull. That's crap. Don't let anybody take advantage of you in therapy. Just saying. My therapist was nice at the beginning and was like, yeah, you know, all 3 or so sessions and you should have your letter. And it was baloney pants. But anyway, that is personally how I got started with tea. My recommendation for you is to try to find people in your area, you know, who have done it. See what therapists they went to, see what doctors they went to. I feel like you can look up a lot of things online, but what's better than having your pal just say, hey, these are good doctors, these are good therapists, these are the people that aren't going to gouge you for money, right? Right. Anyway, if anybody has any more questions about this, feel free to hit me up about informed consent, because that's the only real way that I know how to go about getting on tea. Anyway, again, you guys have a great day and a great week, and I will see you next time right here on the Support Your Brothers channel. Also, don't forget to go and get yourself some nice gear off the website. Get a t-shirt, little beanie action, a sweater, you know, everything is really great, comfortable, and 50%, oh god, that lighting, 50% of the profits do go to me and my top surgery, which is pretty great. You guys have a great day. See you next time.